in Winnipeg about the starting goalie.
Chris Tanev overskates the puck at center. Here comes Blake Wheeler in for the Winnipeg Jets. Center, Scheifele beats. Great pad save by Eddie Lack. Mark Scheifele was in alone. And an opening minute save for the Canuck netminder. Now Tanev at the other end with a shot. Hutchinson to stop. And Michael Hutchinson covers for Winnipeg.
Boy, what a stop early for Eddie Lack. Hutchinson stops the long shot, and Eddie Lack, Scheifele in alone. There's Chris Tanev overskating the puck and then falling down. Scheifele's in, goes to the backhand, and Eddie Lack stayed with him long enough so that he could just drag the right leg, and Scheifele didn't get it up and over.
And there's a large contingent of Winnipeg fans here at Rogers Arena. Lee Stempniak couldn't get the puck through center. Shot by Mathias is stopped by Hutchinson. Trying to get the puck up the boards. Yuri Talusti pokes it to the corner. Now Eric O'Dell centers. Talusti shoots. He scores! Yuri Talusti. 2 minutes and 17 seconds in, and Winnipeg leads 1-0.
Van Hamhuis ends up with the turnover in the corner, and the Winnipeg Jets on their second shot of the game after Eddie Lack made that save on the Scheifele breakaway. They make their next one count. Lyndon Vey fell down. Van Hamhuis chased in the corner, and that leaves Yannick Weber out by himself. There's Lyndon Vey falling down. Chris Tanev earlier. And
Biza had to take it on the backhand. Now he passes down to Henrik Sedin. Chip pass for Daniel. Leaves for Henrik, turning on the left wing. Back to Spiza. One-timer deflected. Loose in front. And diving onto the puck is Hutchinson. Able to cover for the Jets. Spiza gets the puck down for Vrbata. Puck deflects back to him. Vrbata to Spiza. Trying to cut in front. Checked by Ladd. Now at the side. Quick shot. Hit the side of the goal. And sprawling is Hutchinson. As Bonino couldn't get the puck up in the air. And sliding it along the ice, the goaltender made a nice stop.
Boy, there's an acrobatic save. Stack the pads, lay right out. That looked like a Cesar Maniego save. Michael Hutchinson ends up. Nick Bonino, great save on the first shot, and there's Hutchinson sprawled out. What a stop on the first shot. Oh, it's off the post, off the skate.
His pass deflected off the Winnipeg stick. Hutchinson out to play the puck, and Ladd tips it to center. Edler knocked down there by Lowry. Stafford to the side. Wheeler had the puck get away from him. Now they jam away. It's underneath Alex Edler. Referee telling him to move it. Wheeler winds up with the puck. Stafford to the blue line. Myers takes a look. Rishaw bounces through. Lack the save, and he's got the puck with Wheeler hoping to jar it loose. 20 seconds to go in the Winnipeg power play. Here's Scheifele right up the gut. Dishes off. Wheeler to the net. Stopped by Eddie Lack. Covered the short side and made the save. Taking a turn with Bonino and Vrbata after the penalty kill. Now heads to the bench as Mathias jumps over the boards with Derek Dorsett. There's a shot by Hamhuis on the slot, and Hutchinson alertly turns that one over the glass and gets the whistle. Ahead for Stempniak. Tips one forward. Tanev being shadowed by Slater. Shoots the puck around for Hansen, who tips it to Horvat, and he gets it out. Far side, Talusti dumps it ahead. Jets for a chance for a 3-on-2. Now it's a 3-on-1. Slater moving in, centers the puck. Trouba couldn't handle it as it was just deflected a bit by Spiza. Now a centering pass by Stempniak, and Slater couldn't handle that one. Puck cleared to center. Here's Henrik Sedin on the left wing as we welcome those who've been watching Montreal and Nashville. It's 1-0 Winnipeg. Late chance to the side, and Sean Mathias stopped by Michael Hutchinson. Puck cuts in front of his own goal. Fights off the check of Slater. Now a pass to Bo Horvat, who finds some room. Moves in on the right wing on the backhand. Cutting in front. Shoot stopped by Hutchinson. As Horvat turned on the Jets, he was checked. Puck sent towards Lack. Bieksa let it go. I'm not sure Eddie Lack was expecting that, but he was able to hold it out. Lyndon Vey checked at his own line. Here's Frolik down the left wing with a shot into the glove of Lack. Down to Stafford. Now it's Weber's lost his stick. So the defenseman and the goaltender without their sticks, and it's in the net. It got to the goal line. Bonino tried to pull it out, but the puck got in, and it's 2-0 Winnipeg.
Boy, oh boy, the Canucks just couldn't get the puck out of their own zone, and you can see Willie Desjardins. A couple of changes for the Jets, and about 30 seconds before the puck finally goes in there, Eddie Lack's got his stick all tangled up in the net, has lost it. Comes around and you can see Nick Bonino's trying to pull it out. Yannick Weber's trying to play it with his skate.
Wheeler jammer.
Yeah,
Burrows back to Weber. He shoots, and that one went off Ladd and wide of the goal. Weber again. Hit in the corner by Ladd. Daniel Sedin helps the puck along to Dan Hamhuis. He puts one to the goal, and Hutchinson will grab that puck. Planes, trains, automobiles. Henrik Sedin with a centering pass. Shot wide by Edler. Snuck in back door. Nick Bonino through center. Drop pass for Bada. Higgins shoots, scores! Chris Higgins off the rush, and the Canucks cut the lead in half.
okay, which one should have gone in? The Alex Edler or the Chris Higgins?
The old goalie in you says.
Yes. Well, I think this one hit Mark Stewart's stick, so I'm going to let Michael Hutchinson off the hook a little bit. Nice drop pass, and look at this backhand pass by Radomir Bada. And you can see from Hutchinson's reaction that that did hit Mark Stewart's stick. Stewart reaches over.
Another Canuck into double digits in goals. Vancouver among the league leaders in that category. Higgins gets his 10th here. Spies with a shot, stopped by Hutchinson. Rebound in front. Hutchinson the save on the backhander that rode up his goal stick, but he's able to hang on and get the whistle.
And the Canucks a little life after the goal by Chris Higgins. Shot from the point, and again it's Stewart right in front of Hutchinson, and Hutchinson's able to find the rebound.
The pass to Drew Stafford. Chuck fighting to hold the puck in. Here's Stafford making a move to the corner, bringing it in front. Quick shot, stopped by Lack with the glove as Scheifele testing him in close.
That's a good save by Eddie Lack at a critical time for the Canucks. Dan Hamhuis beaten wide. Scheifele right down the middle.
Weber down to Edler. Fans want a shot. Weber to Henrik. Back to Weber, lets it go, he scores! They wanted a shot, they got a shot, and Weber ties the game at 2.
Well, the Jets won the face-off to start that power play, never got it out, and the puck never left the entire power play time. And finally, the point shot from right in the middle finds a way, and look at Daniel Sedin jumping. He's the screen.
Second period. Jets had the 2-0 lead. Game back to square. Now a chance for Winnipeg. Scheifele stopped by Lack, and he hangs on for the whistle. Bada taking a shift here with the Sedins after Burrows took a turn with Bonino and Higgins. Now here's a chance for Bada to cut in on goal. He dekes, he shoots, he scores! 3 in a row for the Canucks, and Vancouver has its first lead.
We have talked about Radomir Bada and what skills he has, and we've seen them these last 3 games. Passing, shooting, and this one just deking Michael Hutchinson. Wait for the goalie to make the move.
Enstrom couldn't clear. Puck play to the far side. Edler's after. Tries to put it in front. Bonino centers. Chance for Higgins. Loose puck in the crease, and the horn sounds. One last flurry around the Winnipeg net. Up the near side, Cannon's body. Slater holds the puck in, hits Horvat with it. He hooks it across to Yannick Hintz. Tried to flip it forward, that was blocked. Now Horvat takes the lead pass, moves in, cuts wide, shoots, and a blocker save by Hutchinson. Now hooks it towards Lack, comes back to Lowry. He shoots, and Lack through traffic makes the save. Lowry again, trying to wrap around Lack the stop. Loose puck cleared to the side as a Vancouver penalty on the play. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Frolik on the right side. Back to Trouba with room. Drags to the middle. Jake Trouba to Michael Frolik. One-timer deflected. Stopped by Lack trying to cover it. Still loose, and the whistle blows. Still got a chance at it. Here's Cannons ahead to Horvat. Trying to get loose. Paul Horvat in on goal. He shoots. Stopped by Hutchinson, and the rebound cleared by Scheifele. Throws one ahead to Henrik Sedin. Back to Daniel. Up to Henrik again. He's got 2 teammates with him as he moves in on the left wing. Henrik centers the puck. Burrows shoots, and a blocker save by Hutchinson coming across. Shot here in the third. 4:20 left. Burrows plays one ahead. Henrik Sedin to Daniel Sedin. Shoots, and a blocker saved by Hutchinson. He's in the Vancouver zone. Myers with a long shot. Knocked down by Spiza. He clears the puck to the side. Ladd centers for Leak. Stopped by Lack. Rebound. Lack stopped him again, and he covers up. 6 attackers for the Jets. Minute 10 to go. Canucks 3, Winnipeg 2. Tanev, Fan on his clearing attempt. Safely in front. Fan on his shot. Now he gets one off. Glove saved by Lack.
Well, Chris Tanev took his eye off the puck in the corner and just went crashing into the boards. And now the fans are hollering, Eddie, Eddie.
Now it's centered, but Daniel Sedin's the only man there. He skates ahead, feeds Henrik, empty net, backhander, scores! Another empty net goal for the captain, and the Canucks lead 4-2.
Well, this is just a good battle along the boards, and the Canucks, Daniel Sedin to Henrik, make sure he gets the red line. And the backhand, no doubt about that one.
Hooking one in front, cleared away. Chris Higgins, pass to Verbata. He's got an empty net, and he finds it as well. 5 unanswered goals for the Canucks, and they lead by 3.
Well, the Jets throw it to the middle blindly, and Radim Verbata again get the red line.